Hi everyone, my name is Jasmine Kaur. I'm a student that's taking English 1A. I'm a current high school student. I just finished up with my sophomore year this summer and I will be a upcoming junior. And so that's just a little bit about me. And now moving on, my proposal essay topic was underage vaping. Underage vaping is really affecting us as a community because those who are young are getting involved in this and introduced to this very soon. Vaping has been an issue in high school and middle school, and now it's affecting us way more than we actually think it is. Here I have attached a graph that talks about cigarette use and vape use, you can say. So at first, you can say like a decent amount of teens were using cigarettes, but in the chart, it indicates that as those numbers were dropping, e cigarettes were rising. And so e cigarettes would be vapes. And so as you can see, 27.5% were using vapes in 2019, while only 5.8% were actually smoking cigarettes. Moving on. What's vaping and why should I even care? Vaping is defined as using a electronic cigarette that emits a vaporized solution that you are supposed to inhale. The same solution consists of chemicals that are nicotine, tobacco, or somewhat. Vaping is supposed to give you the same sensation of smoking, but is supposedly quote unquote safer. This is not accurate at all, and it was never to begin with. The young generation makes much over half of the percentage of those who vape. At a young age, teens are harming their body and brain development, which won't just lead to them struggling in the future, but the community as a whole. As we get older, we will rely on the younger generation to help us, but what if the generation isn't even capable of helping themselves? Vaping being seen as safer or cleaner, that is not true at all. Vaping can still lead you to addiction, and vaping can still do so much harm to you and your body. Vaping actually contributes to things such as mouth cancer and lung cancer, and it can even make you more prone to heart attacks because vaping has the ability to spike blood pressure and fasten your heartbeat, and so on. There's so much more that vaping just does to your body overall. Mentally, you can feel like that you're just not in the game anymore. Like you lose your attention span, you can't focus as much, you just get these mood swings. Vaping will affect you, but not only you, your family and your friends as well, people who interact with you every day. The problem. The issue with vaping is that it's harmful as cigarettes and it's affecting teens very early in age. Vaping can cause a variety of health problems that can affect you mentally and physically. Those who already are struggling with addiction have a very high chance in influencing their siblings, starting a never ending cycle. Our generation is focusing on the wrong things. We have to deal with addiction and everything that will follow, but they deserve more. They deserve to prosper and show their talent in the world. Those who have already been addicted to vaping or have been struggling with the addiction to nicotine, they have a lot of resources that they can reach out to and get the help they need. And it's up to us to let them know. But not only them, it's up to us to educate everyone around us. It's good to educate your friends, your families, your friends' siblings. Like, it's always a saying that when you're the older sibling, the younger sibling looks up to you, or you look up to your mom, you look up to your dad. The same will apply to this. If you if you are seen vaping and your younger sibling is like watching you every day, they're not gonna tell you that they're vaping, but they will think that one way or another it's acceptable because they saw you doing the same, and following that they will vape, they will get affected, but they're kids and so forth and so forth. It's just going to become a never ending cycle, and more underage children and teens and younger adults are going to be exposed to this. The solutions: 18 or 21. To purchase vapes legally is 18. You can be 18, and if you are 18, you can purchase vapes. However, there's websites and platforms that don't even require any type of identification. Changing the law to legally purchase vapes at 21 with proper identification will be beneficial and will help in lessening underage vaping. This is very important because obviously online shopping and the technology is a very advanced thing, and if such an advanced thing requires no type of identification or verification, vapes can get into the wrong hands that will just make the situation even more worse. There's accounts on TikTok that let you purchase vapes in disguises, so no one in your family, such as an authority figure, can tell you to stop or ask you to get the help you need. There's also websites that only ask for a method of payment. So if you have a credit card, you are able to purchase a vape. And so changing the age to 21 and requiring identification every time a vape is purchased will bring a change tremendously, because not only is verification required, but at 21 you will have more of a sense to understand the harm that can happen to you. At 18, while others may argue that you're an adult, you can make your own decisions, your brain is still developing. Just a year ago you were 17. So it's good to give yourself more time and to understand the situation instead of getting swayed away by all these different marketing techniques. My alternative solution is taxes. If all states decided to apply the same tax along with an added federal tax, sales in vapes will go down tremendously. There would also have to be a moment of reflection to decide whether one is willing to put their money on a vape or something much more essential. By this, it's choosing, am I going to spend my money on a vape, or am I going to save up, or am I going to use it for food or something I need to get throughout the day? Similarly to me wanting to propose to apply taxes on vapes, there has been taxes on cigarettes. It has been shown by statistics that taxes on cigarettes have brought cigarette smokers' numbers down. It's hard for people from low income communities or people just who aren't willing to pay that much money to actually afford cigarettes. And with that, the society has the tool to bring down cigarettes. This is similar to the reading we did in class where there's taxes on sodas and like vegetables and all the healthy food is cheaper. So instead of going for the expensive option, you can go for the cheaper option. The same you can say applies to vapes and cigarettes in a sense. Instead of wasting your money on something that will only do you harm, you can use that money towards a better good. You can buy yourself a snack if you would like, but that snack will do less harm to you than using a vape would. So overall, this is just my presentation. I had a really fun time writing about underage vaping because while I had my personal experiences with people using vapes and just vaping in our community, I was able to learn so much more. And we can do a lot in this if we want. It's up to us to educate younger generations and our friends and peers. If we can help them, things will change. And we just have to take a stand and bring some action. Thank you.